Welcome back everyone. In this video, our project is already created and it's already open in PyCharm. But before we begin, we need to generate a fake header. That is a random header which will be identified or sent to the browser to the CoWin server. It will use this header to read about the browser or the client browser capabilities. For that, we will generate random header using fake user agent module in Python. You can install it via pip install fake user agent. You can copy it, open the terminal in PyCharm and paste it by pressing Ctrl V. After you paste it, just press enter and the installation will begin. It's already installed on my system. So first step is, before we get the list of state, our first step is generate a user agent. First, we write import fake user agent from fake user agent import user agent. Now generate a user agent object. This user agent object have a collection of all the user agents that are possible till there. Next, we will get one of the user agent out of it. Let that be our user agent to user agent. Let's print it. It should be a random agent. Get a random agent. Let's try to run this code and see what happens. Oh, sorry. It should be last name. This time when we ran it, we got a Mozilla 5 user agent. Next time we will get a different one. It keeps on changing every time we run the code. That will ensure that the API is unable to block the call if you are querying a lot of vaccination districts or you're sending a lot of requests to the server. Now we will generate a header that will be queried off when you're requesting. We are sending a request for district, state, or vaccination. Is that be user agent, comma, will pass our agent. That's a dictionary object. The header will look like this. Let's run it. And now we have it. User agent, comma, the name of the user agent. Let us look at the CoWin API. Let us look at the CoWin API. First, we will be querying all the states. This is the version 2 API. The first get will be returning all the states in India. However, we need to pass the following parameters. For example, we need to pass a language, the accept language flag, where we will pass hi_in. Then we need to pass accept. That will where we will be telling that the result should be written in JSON format. Let us write it down. First, we have our own header. Then let's try to write the URL. Instead of writing the URL on our own, we will copy paste it. How we will copy paste it? Let's see. See this part slash v2 slash admin slash location slash states. Let us write it as like this: https slash slash cdn api co slash bin dot in slash api slash v2 slash admin slash location slash states. Now we need to generate an HTTP pool. For that, we will import one more module, Python module, which is called qrllib3. It is a Python 3 module. It will help in sending GET requests to the server. qrllib3 pool manager. Now we will send the request using this pool manager we have created. HTTP request, that's a GET type of request, and then pass the URL. Next, after you pass the URL, pass the header. However, we have not introduced what we wanted in the header. So let us modify the header. We will pass accept to be application slash JSON. Next, we'll pass accept language to be JSON. Now we just send the data to the server, expecting it will return something. Let's print what it returns, the status value. We should expect a status of 200. Oh, sorry. We have initialized as dictionary, but we have provided a comma. Python thought we are trying to pass in a list. So it should be careful here when you're passing a dictionary. It should be separated by a colon. Now we can pass both the argument, or alternatively we can create everything here, a full dictionary. Let's try that. Let's create our header dictionary, user agent, our user agent. Next we pass in accept application slash JSON, and the third parameter is language, accept language, and this is the header that is required to be passed. And after we pass in, we get a 200. That means it's a success. If r.status equal to not equal to 200, we will print error status and then accept. However, since the status is 200, we can easily read the data from it. Let's try to print the data. It's a binary, it's in the binary format. Hence, to make it a string, we will first decode UTF-8. Now we have a string. This string is in JSON format. Hence, we can load it as a JSON. Import JSON. Let's load this structure. with JSON.loads, and next try to print it. Well, we have the JSON file. So what if we try to print the content of the field state? See, we got the state ID and the state name. So states structures, the states field is an array of state ID and state name. So we can go through them. State ID and state name in states. Try to print it. Oops. So we'll iterate through the items. Now let's print it one at a time. So each of the line itself is a dictionary with two fields, state ID and state name. Let's enumerate through that. One state, state ID, state, state name. Now we can see individual states have their name and ID written. What if we try to simplify this? Try to get a state ID corresponding to the state of West Bengal. We can do this. What will we do is search. Let's introduce a variable search for state equal to West Bengal. Search state ID is equal to none. What we will do is we will search for the string in the state name field for each row. And when it is found, we will write state found, and we will return the search state ID to be one state ID. Let's write my state is so since we were searching for West Bengal, we found that the state ID is 36 and state of West Bengal is there. Irrespective of whatever the case is, the search will find out if the state exists. For now we have found our state. Next we will try to find a district. We will be using some of the codes from here, as most of the work had already been done. So stay tuned for the next video. Bye bye.